Hey everyone, my name is Janelle. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you all how to cut a blunt bob. What I'm doing right now, I'm just combing all the hair, making sure it's nice and straight. And I did straighten the hair before this video, before I started recording. So what I'm going to start off by doing, I do use shear cutters. I purchased these shear cutters from the local beauty supply store. They're by Annie, and they were like $7.49. You can get them from any local beauty supply store. And I also will be using clippers. These are the Wahl brand. I got them from Walmart. They're just your standard good old clippers. First thing first, you will see me taking the hair section by section, and I will be cutting it with my shear cutters. What I'm doing, instead of cutting the hair all at one time, I know some people do like the ponytail method. I'm doing it section by section. So I'll take small sections, cut it, and like comb the hair to make sure the pieces are even. Now I will say this, when you are doing this part, you want to get it as even as possible, but it's okay if you don't, because the clippers, you're going to use those to go back and touch up the ends. So if it's not perfectly blunt, sleek, that's okay. That's what your clippers are for. So basically I just use my shears to get the hair to basically to the length I want it, and then I just go back and touch up the ends with the clippers. This is just more convenient for me. And as you can see, I'm doing the same thing section by section, little by little, and it does not have to be perfect. I'll comb all the hair together. And once I have the hair all combed together, I will then get my clippers. I will go in and I will touch up the ends. And you want to take your time, because with clippers, you can cut a huge chunk of hair. So please take your time when you are doing this. Once you get used to using your clippers, whatever brand you may have, you will be able to move a little quicker. But if it's your first time using clippers, be careful, because if you want it a certain length, or if a client says, hey, I want it this length, and you just get a little too happy or move too fast, you can cut more than what you would have liked. And one thing about cutting hairs is once you cut it, well, cutting weave anyway, you can't grow it back. So I'm just going in and I'm just doing little by little, just evening those pieces out together. And so like I mentioned before, when you're using those shear cutters, you are just literally just cutting the hair to where you don't have to cut so much with your clippers, and you just even it out with your clippers. This step is pretty repetitive, so you would just see me going in, just making sure I get all the pieces nice and even, combing the hair as I go along, and just making sure I get every piece. And like I said, take your time. Do not hurry, do not rush. You will take out a large chunk if you are not careful. So take your time. Remember, it's not a race. You want to provide your clients with quality. So take your time. And if you have to, one thing I will say, if you want to start off long with your shears, and because you're nervous that you might cut too much, and then go back in with your clippers, you can do that. So maybe don't cut the hair so short or too close to the length. Cut it a little bit longer until you get a feel of your clippers. And as you can see, I'm just touching up the ends back to back. So the hair is looking pretty good so far. Looking pretty good. And I go back in, I touch up the front, and I'm taking my time. And guys, this is a process. Don't rush it, like I mentioned before. You just want to make sure you get it just right. And look at that body, look at it. Looks so good. I love it. So the next step, I will be going in and flat ironing the hair. I'm using a Babyliss Pro Titanium flat iron from Sally's, and I'm also using Fantasia heat protectant spray. I got it from a local beauty supply store. So again, that's the Babyliss flat iron and Fantasia heat protector spray. What I'm doing right now, I'm just pinning the hair. I like to flat iron the hair row by row. So I am making sure I pin the hair up. That way I can focus on each row one at a time. I know some people like to flat iron the hair all together, but I feel like you get that sleekness and quality when you do it one by one. And when I use the heat protectant spray, I spray far, not too close, and I spray like one spritz, just like I did. And when I do that, because the product is a little oily, so you don't want to spray too much because you don't want the hair to be too weighed down. And once I do that, I just go in and I take my flat iron over the hair. And this flat iron, if I'm not mistaken, I have it on 450. And as you can see, I'm just taking it in one row at a time. I comb it together and look at that sleekness. It looks so good. I will then go in and move on to the next row. And like I said, I like to go row by row. I feel like when you go row by row, you get all the pieces, and you just want to provide, like I mentioned before, a quality product to your clients. So instead of just flat ironing the hair all together in chunks, just take your time and flat iron the hair one row at a time. The quality of it will turn out so much better. Trust me, believe me. And as you will see, I sprayed one spritz and I wasn't too close to the hair. And I just go in once again and I take my flat iron over the hair. And I absolutely love this flat iron, and I love the heat protectant spray that I use. Both together are a great combination. But this Babyliss Titanium Pro flat iron is the bomb. And I actually, when I purchased it from Sally's, I got it on sale. They always have sales. I recommend signing up for Sally's, like email letters or their membership, because they always have great deals. And just look at the hair, look at it. Look how nice and sleek and that shine, it's gorgeous. And like I said, it turns out so much better when you do it one by one. And this step, a lot of the steps in this video will be repetitive. So what I'm doing, I just sped it up and I'm doing the same thing, combing the hair, spraying the hair, going in with the flat iron. One row at a time. Giving it that sleekness, making sure I get all the pieces. And as you guys continue to watch, make sure you give me a thumbs up at the end of this video. Also, you can follow me on all my social media handles, which I will have them in the description. My Instagram is DiamondEffectJN, and that's effect with the E. My Facebook is Diamond Effect by J Nicole. J Nicole is J Nicole spelled with the H, Nichole, and my website is diamondeffectjn.com. Give me a thumbs up and check me out on all my pages. By the way, this hair is from one of my vendors. I love the hair. I wanted to give you all a slow-mo. The quality of this hair is everything. Just look at it. Look at it. Phenomenal. So you have that nice sleek cut, and you also go back in with your flat iron and that heat protectant, and look at the outcome. Just taking your time, one row at a time, and look at it. Gorgeous. Now I am close to the top, and I'm getting those final pieces. I apologize if you all can't see the top too well, but I'm just doing the same thing I did towards the bottom. Row by row, section by section, spraying one spritz here and there, and going in with my flat iron. For those who may be wondering, I do offer custom units services. I make all my wigs on the sewing machine. I also provide wig making classes where I teach beginner friendly classes on how to construct units on the machine. If you are interested in purchasing a wig, or you're interested in taking a class, check out my social media handles in the description and message me at any time, or book your one-on-one, or secure your spot for your wig. Here I am at the very front. I am almost done, and I'm just doing the same thing step by step, getting it nice and sleek. Combing it through and getting it all together. And I zoomed out to give you all a better view. And as you can see, I'm at the very top with the last piece. And I am just going to comb the hair all together. Look at how nice and neat it already looks. I'll take my flat iron and touch up this end. And also I know I mentioned that I flat ironed the hair before the video, but I also set the part. I had already bleached the knots and set the part. If you all are interested in videos of me customizing a unit, let me know. Bleaching knots, I'm open to all ideas. Just give me some feedback. But look at that wig, honey. Look at it. It looks so good. And what I do Also, after I finish up flat ironing the wig, I always take a good look and I go back in with my clippers. You will notice there may be like a few pieces sticking out. It won't be many, but it's always good to flat iron your hair because some pieces aren't completely straight. So I do flat iron the hair before I cut the hair and after, just to make sure I get every piece. And you want it to be nice, sleek, and even. The wig is looking so amazing. And also another product I use is this product, Sebastian Shaper. I purchased it from TJ Maxx. It is like a holding spray, but it doesn't make the hair hard. I love it. Helps me lay down flyaways. When I do crimps, I use it. When I do barrel curls, I use it. It's a great product. Doesn't make the hair hard. I don't like holding spray that makes the hair really, really hard. But look at this wig, you guys. Look at it. Stiff where? Stiff who? And I was trying to show you all how it looked on the mannequin head, but you can see the parting really good. I am going to put it on my wig stand so you can get a better view, which you see right now. And this wig turned out phenomenal. I am in love. I am in love. So you guys, when you are styling a bob, remember to take your time. Follow the steps and take your time. Look how sleek it looks. The outcome is amazing. The body in it is amazing. I appreciate you all for tuning into my channel. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.